body of words. We are all expected to follow it because it's the law. There's a man by the name of David E. Sherman. He's a tax lawyer. He's on the public record as stating, I'll paraphrase here, that detaxers don't know what they're talking about because they read the Income Tax Act. They think they're reading English, but they're not. It's actually the language of law, known in a great many places as legalese. And you cannot understand it unless you have training in the law. And yet this very same man has made a lot of money by having people come to him and say, look, someone's coming to me and demanding payment from me because of this body of words. And instead of him saying this body of words shouldn't have anything to do with you because you don't understand it, he has instead acted as a translator for it. This system has not changed much in 2,000 years. It's the exact same thing that Jesus was railing against. They claim that a body of words is your law, and then they also claim you are incapable of understanding that law, and only they can do it. And if you want to know what the law says, you have to go to them. This does not work in a common law jurisdiction. This does not support the rule of law. It does not respect human dignity. It does not recognize that equality is mandatory and paramount. And yet they also use very, very tricky words to get you into a position where you apparently consent to them saying this body of words, which you do not understand, is in fact your law. It's the biggest scam on the planet. It's been going on for thousands of years. They've all been doing it just in different ways. The simple fact is there is law. You cannot harm another human being. You cannot damage their property. You cannot use fraud or force in your contracts without the universe somehow unfolding in a manner that brings you great harm. That's the law. You can't jump out of an airplane without a parachute, and you can't go harming someone without shit coming back at you. You will reap what you sow. However, what they point to as law is not law. And in these 28 little vignettes of freedom, we will show you exactly how they have tricked you. We will show you exactly how you can find your remedy. And then we will show you how to actually do that. You do not have to spend half your life giving these deceivers your energy, your money, your property. There is remedy, and we can help you find it. However, this is not for the faint of heart. If you're looking for some way to go through life easily, you're going to want to go right back to the matrix they have designed for you. Go back to sleep and start thinking that you're something you're not. What we want you to do is realize who you are. And the moment you start realizing that, no one can come to you and demand your energy in this existence. Hope you enjoy our work. See, they don't just want your money. They want your fear, your respect. They want your energy. They want power over you. And they want you being weak. And the reason they want this is because it makes their life easier. They are greedy. They want a life of ease. They feel, for some reason, that there is a limit to the abundance and the peace the universe has for us. And they're wrong. I can teach you and show you how to achieve a level of peace and abundance in your life that will absolutely blow you away. And there's absolutely no reason or need to try to take from other people in order to achieve that. Certainly not me and the people of the World Freeman Society who are helping make this project possible. Now this process, of course, is not going to be easy. It's going to require you to essentially wake up. It'll be a lot like you're stepping into the light. You will become aware of many things which likely are going to be rather difficult for you to accept. Your initial response will be denial and rejection, then anger. Then you will feel shame, Then you'll get past that, accept responsibility, and you will see an ability and an abundance open up before you, which you had never thought possible. You're going to have to learn to rethink the way you look at the world and the way you look at these words that people bring to you and claim are your law. You're going to have to be willing to stand against these people and learn to do so without losing sight of the need for compassion and the importance of human dignity. You're going to have to write some letters and engage in certain actions. You're going to have to file documents. You are, in fact, going to have to stand. And there is no way to become a free man on the land while sleeping and demanding others feed you and massage your feet. You have to learn to stand. It's not going to be easy, but I guarantee you this. If you do it properly, you will find a peace and abundance and a blessing that you would never have imagined. You will, in fact, be forever blessed. Fact is, you are already. You just got to wake up to it. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to examine what your relationship with the universe is. Because once you know that, then when people come and try to claim that you have a relationship with them and they're the government, well, if your relationship with the universe is stronger than yours with them, and if the universe is bigger than them, well, then I think we know where we stand. From a clearly logical and rational and reasonable perspective, examine the size of the universe and compare it to yourself. Examine the age of the universe and compare it to your life expectancy. Knowing that, you start to see how incredibly precious your time here is. And if that is the case, how can anyone justify giving a portion of that to someone else because they're pointing to words which are deceptive? You have far more power than the people in the government and the courts and the law society want you to realize. If you knew how much power you had, they would have none over you. So the first section of this little Freeman curriculum, I guess, we're going to break it down into 4 weeks. And in week number 1, we will look at the ways by which they have deceived you and convince you to remain asleep. Second week, we'll need these. Because by this point in time, I'll be awakening you from your little slumber in your cave, bringing you out to a bit of sunlight. It's going to be bright, and I'll be showing you where the remedy lies. I will show you how you can achieve lawful excuse to disobey these people using a claim of right. It's going to be bright. It's going to be sunny, where you'll want to wear your protection. By the 3rd week, your eyes will have adjusted to that bright light. You'll be able to remove these puppies, although you won't because they look cool. And you'll start looking not at just where the remedy lies, but how to pick it up and use it. It's a simple process. You'll understand how to use a notary to witness this process, and you will serve notice on the people in the government. Or you'll learn how to do that. Because in week 4, that's when you actually do it. The goal here is to create a nation, a commonwealth of nations of free men on the land. People who understand what's going on, people who have recognized their power, their blessings in this universe, and having found their own heart light, bring it forth with a certain amount of power. Oh, and I'll save you a whole lot of money in taxes too. Oh, incidentally, if you're seeking to be coddled or have your hand held or patted on the head, this is not the course for you. Seriously.